Teresa here. I wanted to do another corset update. It's been, I'm not sure when I did my last video, a couple weeks ago maybe. I'm very sad to say that I kind of lost my consistency with my corset training. I barely wore it at all the last week or two, kind of off and on for maybe an hour here and there, like only a couple times a week. I was having issues with lack of mobility, was kind of bugging me a little bit because, I mean, you can't bend as much, and I mean, I have 4 kids, so you can imagine the amount of times that I bend over to pick something up during the day. So it was bugging me a little bit, the lack of mobility, and I was running into a couple issues with my 411. Not that nothing wrong with the corset itself, just for my body, I was running into issues which I'll explain in a minute. So I've kind of decided that from here on out I am sticking with this, like I'm going to do it. There's no more excuses. I shouldn't be complaining about lack of mobility because this is what I wanted. I wanted to do corset training, and I do very much love corsets, and I love the look of them, and I love the way it makes me feel, and the posture it gives me, and the kind of ladylike feeling that I get from wearing one. So last night, yes, sweetie? Just color, please. So last night, I decided I would wear it to bed. And I wore it for about an hour before I went to sleep, and then when I went to sleep, I loosened it up a little bit. And surprisingly, it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I slept no problem. I didn't really have any issues with being uncomfortable or not being able to breathe. I guess I just had it at the right tightness for me. And then this morning when I woke up, I didn't take it off. I left it on. I actually tightened it up a little bit, and I was very surprised, and I'll show you why. Because I was able to tighten it almost closed. I've got, you know, an inch or so in back. When I measured this morning, it was 30 inches here, and when I first started my corset training, I was measuring 35. My natural waist was 35. So with the corset on, I've reduced 5 inches. So, mind you, I don't know actually what my measurement was this morning before I tightened it because I didn't check. So I'm very impressed with that because this corset is almost closed, so that makes me happy. So now I'm going to talk about some of the problems that I came across over the last, since I got it, and I've been able to cinch it down tighter. Number one, first thing I started noticing right away, it's no secret that I am very well endowed in the chest area, and I've had a huge issue with the girls being in my face, especially when I sit, and other people have noticed it too. Like every time that I'm wearing it, all they see is boobs, which is, a little bit irritating for me, and it's uncomfortable because I feel like I'm suffocating. There's just so much up near my face. Anyways, so I've run into that issue. You okay? Yeah. Do you need a bum change? Yeah? Okay, I'll be right back. So another thing, what was I talking about? That's right, boobs being lifted. That wasn't quite as irritating. I found finding bras that worked with the corset was a little bit challenging also, because if I wore my most comfortable underwire bra, it pushed them up even higher, and it was extremely uncomfortable. Not only that, but it gave me a lot of back rolls at the back of the top of my corset, because my bra was not sitting properly and it wouldn't cover anyways, I don't know, my bra was just bad for it. So I was having a lot of bulging up at the top of my corset. And then last night I decided that I would try on these sports bras, which is fine, except for the fact that because I'm so big, I don't actually have sports bras that fit me properly. So this is what it looks like. I really don't like the look of this at all. I don't think it looks nice. Not only that, if you can tell when I go this side, it gives me this really mono bosom thing, and I don't like it at all. I'm actually wearing 2 sports bras right now. So underneath this black one here is just like a normal kind of stretchy Walmart type one. And then this one is a Under Armour sports bra, which is fine, except for the fact that it doesn't fit me because I can only find it up into a double D size. And obviously I'm bigger than a double D. Anyways, the thing that I do like about these sports bras is that because the back is so like covering of your back, it does kind of eliminate any of that back roll right here, which I do like. But this mono bosom thing bothers me a lot. I don't like that. What's wrong? The other thing I ran into with this particular corset for my body type is my hips. Sorry about that, guys. My hips are, I think, slightly wider than the hip spring allowance for this particular corset, and I get this bulge right here, which kind of irritates me also. It's not actually as noticeable right now in what I'm wearing, but it's pretty irritating, you know, because it doesn't feel as comfortable on my hips. Also, I've had 4 children, so I do have a little bit of a tummy pooch down here at the bottom, and because this is a slightly, this corset doesn't totally cover it, so depending on how I'm sitting, or you know, if I'm particularly bloated for that day, it tends to bulge a bit down here. When I sit, it bulges a bit, so I have to kind of tuck my fat in and do that, which is, it's not horrible, it's manageable, but, you know, it's not exactly what I would like. I'm sorry about the crying, guys. She's very upset because Daddy's been gone for a little while. She's been very clingy and probably a little bit sick, right? Snuggles? Anyway, so it's okay. I know, sweetie. So last night I decided to order my second corset, and I'm so excited. I was trying to decide between the 345 and the 426 short. I did end up going with the 426 short for a couple reasons. The 345, I liked that it was higher in the hips than my 411, so I thought that it would allow for my bigger hips. But, oh, and it's also higher in the back, which I thought would eliminate some of that back fat issue, which those are good points. The negative thing was that because the front goes lower, which is also kind of a positive, because I was thinking that, you know, it would help me hide that lower pooch. Because it goes lower, some of the reviews that I've heard is that it kind of makes your lower stomach appear bigger because it doesn't sit totally flat or it doesn't pull in. I'm trying to just figure out how to describe that. But anyways, those are pretty much, that's kind of the one thing that turned me off of that. Also, and because I have a short torso, I was worried that when I sat down it would be digging into my crotch, and I wasn't into that. So I ended up going with the 426 short because, like I said, the 426 regular would be way too long on me. There's no way I'd be able to sit. My torso is only like 10.5 inches, or I don't know, 13 inches like total, I think, or 12. I don't know. Anyways, the 426 was just cutting it, or the 426 regular was cutting it way too close for me. So the 426 short I decided to go with, which is, I think, the same length as the one I have now, the 411, or slightly longer by like ½ an inch in the front. Which is okay, because like I said, the lower pooch thing, I can manage that. When I sit, I just kind of tuck it in. It's fine. But it does have that wider hip spring to accommodate my bulging hips in this one. So, and I believe it is slightly higher in the back as well. Now, the back fat issue in this one really isn't all that much. It doesn't really bug me too much. So that really wasn't a huge issue for me, but it was more the hips that bugs me and the lower pooch a little bit. So I'm really excited to get my 426 short. I really hope that it doesn't take too long. This one took about a week to get here, and it was Easter weekend, I think, when I ordered it, so that may have slowed it down a little bit. So yeah, I'm excited. I think what I'm going to do is, depending on how the 426 short fits me, I may keep this one as a nighttime corset or a underneath of the clothes corset. If the 426 short fits me really well and I can hide it under my clothes, then I will. My concern is the hips on the 426 short may be too noticeable under clothing. So I'm thinking it may be a clothing accessory type of corset, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I still haven't gotten the confidence to go out in public wearing my corset on the outside of my clothing yet. My husband is a little bit like embarrassed by it. I don't know why, but the fact that he's embarrassed by it makes me embarrassed by it. So I'm kind of working my way up to that. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, so most people are just lying to me. Some people are mean like that. I don't know. But yeah, so I will keep you guys updated. Like I said, I'm going to be continuing to wear it. I'm going to start like really pushing hard with this and wearing it for more hours. I'll probably wear this one until around, probably right before supper time. And then I'll take it off for a few hours and then put it back on before bed and do the same cycle again. Because I found sleeping with it on was totally fine. And because I'm not moving around and anything, like it's easier. I don't know. Anyways, and I will do my next update. Probably once the new one arrives, once my 426 short arrives, then I'll do another update video, and I'll begin the seasoning process on that one. And I'll let you know how the this next couple weeks or how long it takes to get here, how this week goes with this one and my new more hours. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care. Be sure to subscribe to the page and comment anything, questions, whatever. Yeah, that's it. Bye, guys.